Yeah. I think that's how we fucking pulled it off, dude. We didn't win shit until like 6 weeks, and then we won everything.
Michelle probably would have won the veto in a haystack.
You think, dude, we got that, dude, that shit was quick. You realize we got that shit like in less than like 40 seconds? That shit was like bam, bam.
She would have been up there. She probably would have forced me to a tiebreaker on the studying the pictures. You know what I mean? She probably would have beat Keisha on the question one. You know what I mean? Dude, she had to go.
No, I agree. Shit.
And she would, if she's sitting next to me or next to you, she would win right now. For numerous reasons.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what she had to do to get there. That's the problem with being here. You have to F people over. Yeah. You can't manage to get here and not F people over. And then if you don't, people look at you like you haven't played the game.
Right.
See what I mean? Like it's almost like a catch-22. You get in our spot, but you can't not play because people look at it like, all right, this guy hasn't played, but he's there, so fuck him. He's not going to win.
What do you make of April's HOH question? She said, who floated through the game, you or Jerry?
Yeah, she said me. I think she said... Because this is what I took by that is the fact that she, from day one, she wanted me out because I won the car the first night. From day one, she wanted me out, and nobody would take her side, and nobody would believe, like nobody would like, you know what I mean? So I think
she said you could win this game from day one,
and I think that's what makes her think that I floated through because everybody was like, no. Well, that was the whole point of my game, is to be an asset to other people. The fact is, Michelle wasn't going to get rid of me. Keisha wasn't going to get rid of me. Rennie wasn't going to get rid of me. Jerry wasn't going to get rid of me.
Rennie wasn't going to get rid of you.
Yeah, but at the beginning, she was.
No. Towards the end, she was, but no.
But what I'm saying is, like...
Brian wanted you.
Yeah. Jesse wasn't going to get rid of me. Angie wasn't going to get rid of me. Like, so...
Here's what Brian said. He's like, I remember this clear as night. We were upstairs at the chess bar. He's like, I slid the olive branch over to Memphis and he shoved it back in my face. His ass is gone.
Olive branch?
Yeah, olive branch is like back in the day, they diplomats would give someone an olive branch to like bury a hatchet or like to show a sign of teamwork. And he's like, he shoved the olive branch right in my face. Dude, my man Brian was a character, dude.
He was funny,
Straight character. I can't believe some of the stuff we did. The sock puppets, man. We're not even good. You know how long ago that was? How funny that was?
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Jesse. Dude, I know I was only 2 years older than him, but I felt like I was 10 years older than him.
When did he was only 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely... Dude, when I was 22, I never acted like him, but I was acting a fool, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but you would have been acting crazy if you, like, partied or messed around. You would have been... I don't think you would have been, like, pissing people off.
No. Dude, if I would have came in here at 22, you'd have been like, this dude's out of his effing mind. Because I was a crazy
Steven
man.
never got to play.
Steven, that's what we were saying today. I don't think one time he ever even said anything that...
I don't know why Libra wanted him out.
I don't
Because here's why. Steven said he wanted Libra out. And he didn't win shit.
You can't say shit like that. If anybody's fucking filling an application for Big Brother, take everything we're saying and write it down.
Do not target someone unless you're HOH.
Do not open your mouth about wanting anybody out of the house. Say you love everybody. Because it's the only way.
Yeah, people would ask me, so who are you targeting?
Yeah, people always want to ask. Like, everybody's like, so if you win, who would you put up?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Why would you say?
Why would you tell anybody that? That's like the dumbest thing you can say.
Well, whoever's targeting me, what else? I mean, I know. I remember thinking that and seeing people answer that question. I'm like, what are you thinking?
So Rennie owns her own salon.
Because here's how Michelle found out. House calls. This is Michelle telling me. She goes, how's it feel losing to a 75-year-old ex-Marine and a 54-year-old salon owner? And that makes sense when I asked Rennie about the price of renting a room. And then Michelle told me when she's talking in the jury house, she said, Rennie was saying, well, you know, being a business owner. That's why I knew she's not here for the money, dude.
That's so weird. She's good though. I mean, she cut our hair like a fucking pro. That pisses me off. I don't know. I mean, whatever, dude. If I find out you own like a damn company, I'm gonna be pissed off at you. By the way,
Well,
you
speaking of that,
you better tell me now, dickhead.
you're talking about websites.
Yeah.
Last July, I started a computer consulting company, and I do websites and stuff like that. So when you're telling me how much you paid for your website, I'm like, you're getting ripped off.
How much I paid for my website?
Your Flash thing or whatever.
Oh, like
that's
$2 or
like,
$3 grand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why you told me to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can do all that stuff.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, it's just starting out. I made like, I don't know how much I made. Not a ton, but enough to like give me some savings.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you gotta think, a teacher, what am I doing with 3 months off? I'm like, start a business. You know?
No, that's fine. I wouldn't.
Computercoaches.com, check it out.
If you would have told me that, I wouldn't have been like,
No,
what
but
the
I mean,
fuck?
I didn't want anyone else to know that.
But like the whole damn thing. See, my concern is that Keisha opened her mouth about the fucking farm thing. That was pissing me
Oh,
off.
I don't think she would. That's too personal. She wouldn't do that.
I don't know, man. I mean, hopefully not, because that would suck. Because like, you know, and I mean, if anything, like, I wouldn't tell that to any. That's what
that's
pisses me
personal.
off, and that's what
She
like
wouldn't
I
do
hope
it.
that she
wouldn't do that.
she took the conversations we had to heart. Like I wouldn't tell anybody that.
Right.
Nobody knows that about me. Like even some of my good friends
No,
don't know that about
she
me.
wouldn't. I know she wouldn't.
Well, I just hope that she. I hope that she wouldn't, but I hope she takes the conversations we had that they're real. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just bullshit.
That's the thing, dude. I have like a bunch. Where I made my money with my business is on small business clients, like small businesses, maybe like 5 to 6 people that can't afford a technology department. So I go in there, set up their computers, and all that kind of stuff. And like,
Can you set up all my shit with Microsoft Outlook?
yeah, dude, it takes me like that,
Dude,
And
I've been
so-
trying to get it where like so with all my I can't even say the name of the clothing company,
Yeah.
but I wanted to be able to log in, and we'll go because I would buy Ashley a Mac as soon as I leave here. So you might have to do it before you leave.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be able to just like us open up Outlook and all the emails for the company go to that.
That's and just the company stuff.
Yeah, like
that's
her,
awesome.
like her, like I wanted it to be
You
like
want her personal stuff.
like her name and the company, and then I can log into my name, but all on Outlook
Yeah.
because I know how to use Outlook.
we can do that.
But
Wait,
I go
that's-
through all my website shit with GoDaddy. They own
That's
all
what I
the
used to do. Yeah.
domains. All right, so you know how to do it all.
That's the thing, dude. I've like, and that's where I also make money. I do websites, and then GoDaddy costs me like $4 a month. But I charge them,
Yeah.
you know.
Dude,
And that's
there's a
the thing.
shitload of money in that, dude.
Wha-
Like I
wha-
told you, that they were trying to charge me.
I know.
All right, the guy that I was going through, he was from Florida State. I ran into him at S-Bar. He just moved his company from Florida out here, and it's all web hosting, web
Yeah.
design. But he like just graduated college. Dude, he does all SBE, like my companies. He does all their. And think about how many, like their website alone, and then how many links to all the clubs and the venues and the Sahara. Like so, he does all them.
See, that's the thing. My prices slide based on my clientele.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta think, dude. He was like, so I got everything quoted from him, and it was like,
If I was
free.
quoting,
so you gotta think like what he's charging big company,
Yeah.
dude. He's made like his company's blown
that's the
up.
thing. Like, and you make recurring money every year, even if you don't update the site just for acting like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, good. That makes me feel good about the Renegade shit, so we can really.
I know that's the thing. Like, I can put that stuff up so fast. And like, I do graphic design. I've done my Inspire Mission guy. I told you he like creates business ideas and he sells them. Well, he needs logos and stuff for those
Yeah.
business ideas, so that's what I do for him. You know, and
Well, dude, that's what you can. Dude, you can help me out because I told you I just got that guy on a Canada It does a lot of stuff.
How much do you charge you for a logo?
I get it for like $250, three, and that's with a
pretty
discount. He usually charges $450.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it's good and it's good. I'll show you a bunch of stuff when he goes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I've had a computer since I've been 3. Like, I'm good with all that shit.